Okay, hello everybody, this is Toys R Us. I thought I'd attempt to do another vlog because I'm pretty useless at this, but this is the fourth installment of tfukcon. This is one I've been much more heavily involved with. I need to thank and again a huge shout out to, of course, Graham Moffat, Luke Gunn and Sam from Sam's Formers, who, to be honest, they've really worked really hard to get this to be exactly what it's going to be. It's a Friday night. I've got here now. We are of course going to be going live. You'll have seen that by the time this video goes up. It's the first time they've done like a sort of 2-day event. It is a smaller event compared to TF Nation. As I say, this is the 4th year. I'll do another quick video later again because funnily enough, I said this in the last video, the hotel directly opposite the road was where the first two were, so it's great to see this convention sort of grow. I can already confirm and say for definite that there are more people attending this than there have been, as I say already. So the attendances are slowly starting to snowball, starting to grow. We've got some amazing guests. I'm going to be able to sit down with a load of them, and I'm just really looking forward to whatever we've got in store. But I just wanted to do this very quickly at the beginning, and I'll give you loads of behind the scenes things, etc. Straight away, to be fair. So let's get inside and start setting the hall up. So over the road right there, where you can see where it says meetings and events, the Strathalan Hotel, that is where we were. Yeah, that is where we were for the first 2 years. I'm just going to get this back. So this is the Cobden, there is the hotel on the side of it, and this is the main hall. So as I say guys, it's not as big as TF Nation. They've got so many halls and stuff. We've got this is where you register, that is Luke right there with Jermaine and a few others, but this is the main hall. So last time they had Simon Furman there. Is he going to be there this time, Moff? Yes. That's Moff, the guy who's the brains behind all this. He's going to be on there. You'll see him tomorrow with loads of the artists, loads of the comic writers, James Roberts, etc. This is one of the main halls, which you can see there. There's going to be some traders at the back as well. There's also a bar. We have an amazing back garden. There is Sam from Sam's Formers. You're going to see these all in much more detail soon, but this is his blockies. Don't worry, by the time this video goes live, Sam will have opened them all. And then the best thing about this place is we've got this. So because the weather is actually really nice again, we've got all this. And last year, all out here, there was just full of people just having a great time. Right, here we go. So there's going to be Geek Station on there. There's going to be Wayne Hayden there. There's going to be David Conway, Paul Bryan, Rowan's Corner somewhere, the TFF, Primetime Toys, etc. all going to be over there. As I say, there's going to be loads of us. It's good. It's a nice, intimate venue, as I say. There's not thousands of people. Everybody's going to be available to chat to talk to get autographs, to get signed prints. And as I say, you'll see a lot more of this tomorrow, but you'll see some more tonight, because tonight I'm going to go, you'll have seen the live and you've seen a few other things, but there we go, that is the main hall. So that was a quite ridiculous but also quite entertaining, hopefully you'll agree. If you didn't see it, then and it isn't a shameless plug, in fact I'm telling you to watch it to have a laugh at exactly what happened. So first night is over and done with. It was a 55-minute just over live stream unboxing both sets in the end of blockies. We didn't realise we'd have as much time as we did. I'm losing my voice, as you can see already, which is not a good sign. We had to unbox the Galaxy 07 and the Defenders. We used Sam Swarmer's brand new, what's the word? What's the word? Which you put your phone in to stand, like a cradle, stand, and phone stand like driving. And it went completely crazy. It was turning sideways. It had a mind of its own. We had to literally just take the phone and balance it up against an empty box of blockies. But it was so much fun. There was loads of people here. It was only the Friday, so it was a good start. Good indication of, so I'm just sticking my thumb up, they can come in if they want. Just as we're tidying up. It ran over, it's gone. I think it's about 11:30 now, because Transformers the show did their part as well, which again was a lot of fun. Again, it was a really interesting night. So that's out the way and out the door. As I say, hopefully you've seen the live stream. If you haven't, it's definitely worth a watch. I've managed, just again to laugh at us, to be honest, I've managed to get a couple of little videos put up of the sets. I'm also looking at the comments already that people want to see them with the original sets, etc. So I'm going to be putting as much content with them up as I can during the day. There's unfortunately going to be, I say it's not unfortunately, one of the guests we know definitely can't come tomorrow. So we've got another big window where we can use the blockies and get them, I suppose, out on display as much as possible. But day one, over and done with. It was great. Off to bed to try and get my voice to recover, and we'll crack on with Saturday morning. So it's now Saturday morning. I'm going to do a very, very quick little walk around because people are setting up, so I don't want to get in their way. So I've got to show you this because it's brilliant. So of course, the branding this year, they've gone with, of course, the Cheers. Remember the Cheers, old sitcom, American sitcom? So tfukcon, we've got them around the bar where everybody knows your name, or at least your alt mode. We've got Lucan's Teas and a few of the things that are on in here. These are some of the raffle prizes that are going to be up. So there is the world, the prototype world. There's some t-shirts, there's some of the cards there from that Kickstarter set. But this is where people will come in and sign in. Sam's there, everybody's there. And as I say, people are setting up, so I'm not going to disturb them too much, okay? We've got Simon Furman's store here, and we'll come and have a proper chat with him later on. We're also going to have Bob and everybody else on these. As I say, it's not even open yet. We've got some of the other prizes over on that table. Once again, we saw the haul yesterday. What I really like about this convention as well is there's loads of artists, as well as I say, the comics. And there's some fantastic art here. As I say, we will come around later on and have a proper look at some more of this. But yeah, as I say, just to give you an idea as we are now, you can see it really has turned into something a little more. There's another area around the back which I didn't show you yesterday, which I think I showed you outside, which again is great. There's going to be people out there because the weather's lovely. But the other thing again is this little area here is brilliant. So, you know, if you want to come out and if you want a little bit of time, or if you just want to chill out here, there's this area. Also, you can come and eat your food here if you want to, but there's this whole other area. Funnily enough, there's the food condiments outside here. So most of the things are going to be going on in there. And as I say, there's still all these other rooms, etc. and things going on, but it is not open yet. There are still people setting up. I will do updated videos throughout the day.
So who was here last year?
Me!
I was here too. And you may remember that last year was the 40th anniversary of Transformers, and we had a birthday party, we had a birthday cake, and we celebrated 40 years of the franchise. This year we have another anniversary, and it is, unbelievably, Simon has been working in this franchise for 40 years. The first comic that he did dropped early 1985, which I'm sure it doesn't feel that long ago, but in other times it probably feels just as long. So we've got a little surprise for you, Simon. So we have, this is, hopefully I've got it right, this is your first issue, and everybody that's here has signed it as a thank you very much for everything you've done for the fandom of the franchise. Just a little token of appreciation, and we couldn't help but get another birthday cake. So, an anniversary is not really a birthday, but I thought, let's sing happy birthday.
Sing happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary,
yeah, let's do it.
Happy anniversary. Funnily enough, to the tune of The Simpsons, not happy birthday. After 3, 1, 2, 3.
Happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary to you. Ooh. Happy anniversary, dear son. Happy anniversary to you. Hey! So the day's been absolutely flying in. I've just realised I've not done a tour with everybody, everything's set up. So here we go. As soon as you walk in, we do have Simon, we do have James, and we do have Bob there. They've already done their panels and they've already pretty much sold loads of stuff already, which is great. As I say, there's still people in and moving around. There's more artists here, which is fantastic. As you can see, some of this artwork here is just insanely good. It is so good. Yeah, it's brilliant. It really is Lee Bradley's stuff. And again, he's got loads of this as soon as you walk in. There's the bar and everything else behind me. Now, again, unfortunately, most of this has been ransacked because I'm filming this at like 4 in the afternoon, so most of the stuff is gone. So this was Primetime Toys table. She's all right, don't worry, it's fine. Which was a complete mix of third-party, blockies, and loads of other things. There is Lucan's tees, which again is the t-shirts. These are brilliant, great ideas. I've got to show you the mask one. The mask. Anybody who likes the mask and the prime, that's a great t-shirt. Then we've got T4E. So this store mainly is concentrating on the newer stuff, which you can see. Then we've got WE66 illustrations. Again, more fantastic artwork. These prints, as you can see, are sensational. And he very kindly, pretty much, is it classed as sponsoring the event with this, or did you donate this? You did to all attendees, very kindly.
Oh, I'm not sure of the correct wording, but
it's
I drew it.
He did.
Gifted it to TF.
See, that's the kind of guy he is. Fantastic. So yeah, so this, you'll be seeing lots of that online very soon, I'm sure you will. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Rohan's Corner, so my sort of stuff, G1 things. He's there posing it up as well, which is fun. I just realised I've not done a tour yet. And again, a mixture of some older stuff there. So these did have a lot more on the tables. As I say, they have been ransacked. We have a total mix of everything here, which is great.
Loads of tats.
Loads of tats, there you go. It wasn't, all the good stuff's gone. But yeah, that's why. And then another store which again has some third party, has some Generations and some Chug stuff. And pretty much the same. We've got Geek Station over there focusing on the newer things. And again, this is exactly what I did last year. I was right here selling some of my stuff, and that's exactly what we've got here this time. The weather is nice, there are people outside having a drink on the tables. And as I say, there's still people milling around, like Chris McFeely's just there chatting away. It's just been a fantastic day so far. And yes, unfortunately, you can tell my voice is going again already. Wow, what a couple of days is all I've got to say to that. It's nearly dark now. That's the end of day 2, the first full day. Sorry, the full day. Obviously, Friday night was the fun and games, etc. with the show. I just want to give again a little bit of a quick recap. First and foremost, if you're watching this, of course, I'm going to apologise if you're on my live stream yesterday and indeed last week. I said I was going to do the games. I wasn't able to do it. It just wouldn't work in the situation. It was too busy. There was too many people. However, what I have got though, which is fantastic, let me just move them blockies out of the way, is the games that I basically developed or made. That's the wrong word. It makes it sound much more impressive than what it was. Is these. I've got all the sheets with me here. So what I'm going to do on a separate live stream, I'm going to do the games with you guys live. I think that'd be fun, to be honest, as I say, because I know I promised I'd do it. People said they wanted to do it. You don't have to do it. It's just going to be put up as a normal video. So the games like Guess the G1 Character, Guess the G1 Comic, etc., I'm going to put them up on separate videos. So very quickly as well, you've probably seen a couple of the Blockies videos. Yes, again, if you're new to the channel, you're probably thinking they're awful with the background noise, etc. They're very crude. We just wanted to get some of the content out straight away. So in my hands, I've got the opened box of the Galaxy Defender Wave 3, so I'm going to do more videos on them when I get home. I've also got a sealed set of 07, so we did the one unboxing on the Friday night, so I've got them, so I'm going to do more unboxings. Fingers crossed we get a chase, and again, more video reviews of that. Right, quick, I've got one thing that I brought. I didn't buy too much because there's just to be fair, yeah, I'm trying to downsize, let's be honest, so there's no point me buying anything. There was nothing that jumped out at me apart from this. I had to do my normal I didn't say I had to, I wanted to anyhow, because I just have so much respect for him, and it's just a pleasure and an honour meeting him every time I've been here, and the fact that he's just such a normal chap and just talks to anybody and everybody. In fact, I need to add James Robertson to that list, and Chris McFeely's in there anyhow, but I didn't buy anything from Chris. This was from Simon Furman. This is the issue 1 of the G1 comic, and I've got him to sign, even though I know Bob Budiansky wrote it, whatever, but it's still nice to have a signed comic from Simon Furman. And the bonus is it's issue 1, and he sold it me at a good price, because if you read any of the stuff, it says low grade, etc., but it's the G1 comic and it's issue 1, so it's just great to have that. So yes, what I want to do now before I forget is just exactly that. You just heard me thank the Simon Furman, James Roberts. Also, Bob Skier was fantastic, such a nice chap. I'm going to be speaking to all of these again at some point, and hopefully, as I say, getting some content with them, sitting down, having a chat. Everybody came up to me, said such nice things. One person in particular, I hope you're watching this, I don't want to perhaps embarrass you, but somebody came to me at the very beginning of the day, and they said, and I'm going to say this, I want this to come across right, they said, I'm only here because of you. Not, I don't mean that in the way that they think that I'm amazing or they think I'm special, but because of the things that I've said. And I want to again reiterate right now, and I've just done this on a couple of closing videos for other people, this really is a small, intimate, really is a great community convention. Again, TF Nation is fantastic. I love that. I think it's, you know, it's great. They're both great in their own ways. They're both fantastic in their own ways. So I don't want to sound like I'm slighting on any of them, but they're just, and as weird as this is going to sound, so different in their own ways. Even the Minicon in Manchester was on a, you know, much bigger scale than this. If you've seen my TF Nation videos, or if you've been to TF Nation, it is huge, it is busy, it is crazy, but again, it is fantastic. This is much smaller. This is in its infancy. It's its 4th year. This person came up to me basically and said, I'm here because of what you said, the fact that it's not going to be crazy, the fact that if I need to, I can go out, if I need, just basically I can come here, I can just enjoy it and just be myself. And that's exactly what he did. He came to me, so I said, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Checked in on a couple of times throughout the rest of the day, made sure that they enjoyed it, and they did exactly that. And like I showed in the video, the beauty of this venue is there's lots of different areas and there's lots of things going on. So if you're not, and you know, don't get me wrong, you don't have to be interested in every single panel guest. You don't have to sit there and listen to them, but you don't, that's the beauty of it. You don't have to. Whereas in other conventions, because they're bigger, you would, if you're in the panel room, you're in the panel room, as I say. Whereas in this particular case, the panel rooms where everybody can sit. Sam's coming to say hello to me. I'm just doing a video, Sam, so I'll come and see you in a sec. It's all right, buddy. What was I saying? Yeah, you can go outside, you can sit in the dining room, you can move up to where the, you know, the comic creators are and sort of stuff. You really can sit down and just enjoy yourself and just take it all in. And I want to get that across again, because it is confirmed we are doing another one next year. It will be the 5th year. It will be the 4th anniversary of the movie. So there's going to be loads of movie based and inspired things. We still don't have any, you know, any more concrete date on that. All I can tell you is it's May the 16th. That's a definite. I'm going to put more information on this channel. I wanted to just get that across, guys, that it was just so much fun. You will see lots of other content with me in, and tagged in with other people, and I'll probably use some of their content as well. I want to get across what a great day it was, brilliantly organised, so much fun. And again, thank you to everybody who came up and said hello to me. Thank everybody who took part in the entertainment. One thing, I can tell you some of the entertainments. We can't do that on the live stream. People who've watched me before, we did a speed building challenge in Battersea, which again was fantastic. I did it again today, but I did it as a bit of a twist. I made people pair up and I made them link arms, and the one person used their left arm and the other person used their right arm to build a blocky. So that was more than entertaining, and there's going to be loads of footage of that coming out soon as well. So I'm going to sign off there, to be fair. As I say, hopefully I got you a bit of footage. I'm always very guilty anyway, but this time I was more guilty because I was part of the organising team to get things sorted, to look after guests, to speak to people, and just make sure that it ran as well as it did. So there you go, guys. I look forward to seeing as many of you in the live streams coming up soon anyway, as many of you in person at MCN next week, as many of you in person at TF Nation. And as always, I really appreciate all the support, and again, apologies that the Blockies videos were a bit crude, even more so by my standards, but we just wanted to get the content out there for you to have a look at. So as always, guys, thank you very much for watching and listening to me. Take care.